Utah has changed the laws on child sex crimes, a specific child sex crime that just so happens to also affect a Republican candidate or a Republican senator's relative.
Yeah, you had the Republican Senate leader in Utah who kind of started whipping people up and said, hey, look, we need to change these laws for, reasons in general, but let's change it and add that to, I think it was an appropriations bill for 2024. So something completely unrelated to child sex crimes. But he, J. Stewart Adams is his name, got them to add this in there. And then we find out, oh, by the way, yeah, I had a family member who was 18 and or 17 at the time, and they had sex with a 13-year-old, and they were facing legal problems. And so, just happens to be a happy coincidence that he's able to change the laws in a way that did benefit his relative. Now, the law didn't necessarily apply retroactively, but the punishment did. And that's where it benefited the relative, who ended up not going to jail and not having to register as a sex offender.
Well, and again, the Republicans love talking about child sex crimes over and over again, whether it's Epstein, all these cases, it's Republicans doing this stuff. It's Republicans benefiting child sex molesters over and over again. And this is yet another example from the state of Utah. Of course, the court would not have been bound by this new law because he committed it under the old law. But as you said, the punishment had not been doled out yet. And out of an abundance of caution, the prosecutor offered something under the new law, under the new range of punishment, which of course is tremendously beneficial to that elected official's family member.
Yeah, and look, even if it didn't benefit this guy's family, even if he just said, hey, let's get crazy, let's do this. We're talking about a law that basically says if you have two teenagers, one of any age, the other of any age, we're gonna make it to where it's not a felony, where nobody's gonna be a sex offender. And so yes, that applies to even 18-year-olds having sex with 13-year-olds, as long as that 18-year-old has not yet graduated high school. It's a very weird, just overly specific group of people, which makes it all the more creepy. But yes, you can now have an 18-year-old and a 13-year-old, and nobody's gonna be a sex offender, nobody's gonna go to prison, whereas pretty much in every other state, yeah, that's a felony, you're out of here.